Hey everybody, today is November 21st and it has been about 2 weeks since my last update. Today the weather has dropped down to 52 degrees, so it's extremely cold here right now. It's gonna be this way for the next few weeks. It's gonna get even colder in the evening, so plants seems to be suffering, as you can see. So I'll go around and show you what's going on. They're still producing and a lot of the pods are ripening up, so we're gonna do some harvesting today. Here it is. The first one is the Bon de Majac. Most of the pods have ripened and are turning a really beautiful yellowish color. Right here. So, there's still flowers coming out, but those are probably not gonna be doing much. So there are pretty good amount of pods on here that are ripening. The wind is crazy today, and it's been crazy for the past few weeks, so my plants keep falling over and a lot of the branches broke. And next here is the Bahamian Ghoat, and this guy is producing like crazy. If you can see, look at all those pods there. None of them are ripened, but look at the size of some of these guys. Pretty good size, but a bunch of them. Look at that. It's a ton of pods just on one single branch. There's some down here. And this is a very small tree too. It's not very big. And look at this. Just pods everywhere. And on the back. See there? Just a very small tree. But tons and tons of pods. Look at those. And even more, they're forming. You see those little tiny ones there? They're still trying to come out. Alright, my Reaper is not doing too great, but it has some really good, nice pods here. This one's looking really cool. This one not looking too good. And see, there's still young pods forming. And there's a few other red ones here, some right here. I had to turn this guy around because if you can see, the weight of the plant is on that side, so it keeps falling over. Look at the size of the trunk on this guy. And half of this guy broke off not too long ago, you see. So it's a very big plant. So let me move him out of the way so I can get to the middle. And here is my Scotch Bonnet, still doing very good. Still putting out pods. It's a very big plant, so, and I can't get through to the middle right now. But it's still pushing out pods. Alright. I'm gonna cut this guy down and I'm gonna show you the root ball of this after the video is done. Alright, here is the red habanero. It's producing pretty well. See all of those pods underneath? The tiny ones will not make it, but I may be able to get some of these bigger ones. Let's see. And look at all of these down here. Very big, good size. Just hidden. Here's another one. And look at those right there. They're all red habs. Okay. And another side of the red hab. See? Look at all these pods. Okay, next up is my MOA Scotch Bonnets. And here is the desired shape of the plant. This is what really the MOA should look like most of the time. But sometimes it looks like this. See? Very nice, but this is what we like. Excuse the wind. But the pods are just humongous. There's some in the back there. And here's some right here. See these Scotch bonnet shape? That's what they typically should look like, but they vary. Alright, and then here is my white devil's tail. Some of these guys are ready to be picked. The second set of production, it doesn't look as good as it did the first time. The first time it has a very unique, nice looking tail, but this time it just looked very normal, like habanero-ish, but white. Here we go. This is what I really like, how it should look. Alright, and then next is the white ghost. Here's some really good. Sorry about the wind, it's making a lot of noise. But here's a white ghost. It's producing nicely. Hasn't ripened up anything yet because I guess this one started out later. But they're just pods everywhere. It's just not very big. So anytime you lift them up, look at those. Every single branch of this guy has fruit on it. Just so many. Look at this. All of this on one single branch. See that? Alright, next is the 7-pot infinity. Nice looking plant. I harvested one fruit off of this already, and it's pretty hot. So there it is right there. Good size, but nothing special. It's still pushing out pods. But these, see those tiny ones? They're probably gonna drop off. It's because it's getting very cold. Alright, another white ghost here. And lots of pods on him as well. So hopefully those will make it. Oh, here we go. I got one white, one that turns white. So that one's ready. Alright, we're back to the bottom of my shock. And then here's the other MOA Scotch Bonnet, all by itself. Some of them are turning color, and they're still pushing out pods. A lot of the times you get little pods like this when the weather starts to change. Alright, then we'll go over here to my orange habanero. All the weight of the fruit is pushed into this side, so the plant is kind of slanted, but it has some ripening pods here. There's lots of them. Very good size as well. See those, all of those pods. Oops. See there? Tons of them. Alright, my pecan is still producing. Probably this is going to be this last set of fruits they will put out. The flowers starting to drop because it's so cold now. And then my ghost, this is the red ghost. Still a ton of flowers. They're slowly developing pods, but not fast enough, so this guy would be useless here. But there's tons and tons of flowers still. Look at this. And then finally, another Bahamian Ghoat. Very nice production here. This guy just fell over, I just picked it up. And still lots and lots of pods. Look at these little tiny ones. They're just everywhere. Unfortunately, there's not much time left, so these pods will not make it. Anyway, that's all for the update. I'm gonna go ahead and cut some of these fruits down and show you what I have. Then I'm gonna pull this reaper out and show you the root ball at the bottom. Alright, here it is. I pulled it out of the bucket, so that's what the bucket looks like. And fairly good amount of roots all tangled up in here. Oops, this one broke. So for those that want to learn how to do propagation, you could actually take a branch like this, propagate it into a new plant, and then keep that indoor, and then next season you have a new plant without having to start over. So I have videos on how to do that if you want to take a look. I'll link you guys. But look at the size of this trunk. Very, very sturdy and firm. And there's the root ball. Just the entire container is surrounded with roots. So one of the member on the pepper community asked me to show them this. So I hope this is what you wanted to see. There it is. And the plant. This plant is almost 5 feet tall. So. All right. So once you pull the tree out of the bucket, don't throw away the roots, because you can let it sit there and it'll decompose, and next season you'll have really nice soil. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna leave it in there. And then for the leaves, my neighbors always wanted these leaves because they say that you can use that in cooking. So they always ask me for the leaves. So I'm gonna take all of these down and give it to them, just in case you guys want to know what I'm doing with these leaves. Alright, here's what we harvested today. Got a ton of Bahamian goats. These are the shades that I really like. I got some MOA Scotch Bonnets. Very good size. These are the weird looking reapers. Look at this strange looking one. And here's some ghost, which is going to be bad, but I'll save those for seed. And here's some white devil's tail. Not the shape that I like, but those are cool regardless. I won't be saving these for seeds because I don't like the shape of these. And some pekins at the bottom there. Got a bunch of Banda Majak. Some of them are orange and yellowish color, and some are green. And then I got some white ghosts. They look so much like the white devil's tail, so I separated these. I'm not saving these for seeds either because I really don't like the way they look. Pretty good amount and mixture of colors, very beautiful. Anyway, that's all for the update this week. I may do another one or two if the plants make it, but that's pretty much all there is. I hope you enjoy the video. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave it below, and please join our pepper community. Although the season outside is over, a bunch of us are taking our passion indoors, so you can come and hang out with us on the pepper lover community. I'll post all the link below, and thank you for watching.